The reciprocal trust doctrine is something that all of our clients have to be aware of when doing estate tax planning involving transfers to each other. With the word reciprocal, we can kind of understand what it means. It's the same one direction to the next with that direction back, right? An old math term, the reciprocal trust doctrine. The IRS uses this doctrine to prevent married couples from doing planning for each other in the context of estate tax planning. When examining trusts that married couples do for each other, the IRS looks at a number of things to determine whether the reciprocal trust doctrine should apply. One of the first things the IRS will look at is the timing of it. If my spouse and I sign our trusts on the exact same day and try to use those trusts to take advantage of tax exemptions, that's going to be a major red flag for the IRS. The other thing that the IRS looks at is, frankly, the type of trust. So in a separate video, we talk about spousal lifetime access trusts. If I do a spousal lifetime access trust for my spouse and she does one for me, those are identical trusts. That is another major red flag for the IRS when looking at whether to apply the reciprocal trust doctrine. Another element that the IRS will look at is what assets are contributed to the trust and when, and who contributed them. If I take an asset and I split it between me and my wife in order to fund it into a spousal lifetime access trust for her and her for me, the IRS is going to say that looks a little too much like home cooking, and that's really because it is. The closer we get to having one trust look exactly like the other on the same timeline, the more likely we are to trigger the reciprocal trust doctrine, which means all of the estate tax planning we tried to do goes away. And I think the risk that a lot of people face right now, if they're trying to do last-minute estate tax planning, that is, before the numbers change significantly at the end of 2025, if they or their practitioners are not aware of the reciprocal trust doctrine, it's possible that this planning that we do here may end up not working.